underway here in Canberra. It'll be the Dolphins who get first use of it. Catch made by Jermaine Asako. And they bring it forward through Francis Molo, the former Dragon, who is now a Dolphin, and has his very first carry off the start of the game here in Dolphins colours.
He's pretty dangerous there, Tamale. He's been running the football brilliantly. He can bust tackles. That's a great tackle there by Ray Stone. Up over the halfway line already. The Canberra Raiders starting to win at field position.
And Tamale back into Dolphins territory. We'll have a whistle here.
Cody.
It's a room the head not
walking out along with Cody Nikarima here. He'll be placed on report.
Cody Nikarima on report.
And be sent to the sin bin. This harks back to what happened last night. Watch this again. And it was for that action there, and Tamale on the initial kick return. He wasn't held, so that tackle was okay, says the referee. Strange. He also weaves, gets away from Stone, still going Strange. Only a couple of metres out. What a blooming talent he is for Canberra. Starling, out the back, Fogarty, short ball, Nichols. He's almost there, Nicholson. Only a metre short. It comes back now to Fogarty again. He'll chip it out wide. Tamale is there. Tries to make the catch and spin in. Chris gives it back to Tamale, who reaches down. And they stayed on the cliff edge without tripping over it and scored points.
Well, Zeb, Chris, how did he do that there? He's only been off for about a minute. They've been down to 12 men. There's a Harvey Norman replay here. The pass back on the inside. Just comes around the short side there. Not much room to work in, Chris.
Fashion.
Yeah, just didn't have any room to work in, did he? Zeb, Chris got the ball back on the inside. And he's going to be forced. They've awarded the try.
Nichols and dummy half. Oh, awful ball there. Tabuai Fido tapped it backwards to control it and keep it in Dolphins' hands.
Oh, that was unbelievable play there by Fido. They get the football back, unlucky not to get the ball back that time. The Raiders, after we saw Stone go that close, they got the 6 again. They've plenty of ball down here now.
Avarillo play the ball. It comes back to Molo, who heads towards the uprights. Still a couple of metres on the line. Stone comes back to Katoa. Tabuai Fido. He takes them on himself. He'll plant it down. There are Raiders appealing for an obstruction. The referee for the moment says that's all good.
Yeah, I can't believe how he just cruised in there. They're just stripped for numbers here. Far too many players in motion. Just got caught flat-footed that time. I think it was Timoko that got caught flat-footed. Tabuai Fido, just a little bit too quick. Skips through off his left foot, goes straight past Wicks, and with a lot of football and one man down, the Dolphins hit back.
Timoko left posted there because Jamal Fogarty on his inside followed Gilbert in on the decoy run. Asako here, 15 to the left of the uprights. He puts the Dolphins in front, improbably in the lead. Time back on. Here is Katoa. It off for Fuiaki. Stuck there underneath. Tackle made by Tom Starling. Again, 3 plays gone. Some room on this left-hand side. Katoa finds Nikarima. Holds it up. Farnworth through a hole. And things just keep happening for the Dolphins around Isaiah Katoa and Cody Nikarima.
Gee, he held the ball up beautifully there, Nikarima. A little bit of double pump, only just back onto the field. 2 tries have come down that side. I think you'll find that Timoko went in. The Dolphins have been good enough to come away with the tries. Here's the conversion.
The conversion from Jermaine Asako makes it 12 points to 4. Let's look at these 2 tries again here. Katoa spinning, hands to O'Sullivan. And then Tabuai Fido, Fuiaki, takes it inside the 30. And the long left-hand side set here, perhaps the carry by a forward to get themselves sorted out. Katoa showing it, takes them on himself. Forget about the forwards. He's full of confidence. He'll play it here for O'Sullivan. Nikarima skips to the outside. Chance there on this left edge for Lemuelu. taken down. Last play, short ball there. Saifiti hangs on to it. They have created pressure and converted chances off the back of it. There it is again. The initial bobble. The call was no touch on the head. On the first angle, looked like it touched the head of Tom Starling. He reached for it there
just
with the
looking
left
to determine
hand as
if
well.
the ball hits Tom Starling's hand on the way through.
It'll be obscured on this angle here, but where is that left hand? Starling in relation to the ball as he tries to regather. Daniel Saifiti.
On this camera angle, it looks as if Tom Starling's hand is underneath and the ball misses it. Just
go back to that first angle to see if it did touch the head, graze the forehead of Tom Starling.
They're not even looking at that, are they?
The angle from behind suggested it didn't, but the first angle gave you the indication that perhaps it did.
the ball pops up and over Tom Starling's hand back into the possession of Daniel Saifiti for playing on. He then grounds the ball. We have a decision.
So a decision made in the bunker. It's going to be green lights for Daniel Saifiti.
Gee, did well to control the ball once it just bobbled out. A little bit fortunate there not to touch a Canberra Raider player. Starling, we thought, maybe off the head or off the arm. Saifiti has taken upon himself to take them on through the middle. He's done well.
An easy kick for Jermaine Isako, and it's a big scoreline here for the Dolphins in search of win number 4 on the trot. They lead 18 points to 4. Starting right to dummy half. Puts it on through Hosking. Pass goes to ground beyond Strange. Looks up and sees plenty of defence there, including O'Sullivan. Burn a play there, midway through the set. Comes back. Fogarty shows it inside. Second option is Josh Papali'i. Just a settler for the forward. Now they're deep on this right-hand side. Fogarty, first man option is Mariota, who pops it up. Weeks reels it in, plants it down. The Raiders have hit back.
Well, that's the way to run. Mariota, you watch him run onto the footy here. The change of pace, explodes onto the football. Just watch the way he explodes. Change of pace, bang, straight on the outside. Beautiful offload.
So the Canberra fans have been fairly quiet compared to recent times in this first half, where the team scored the first try but gave up 3 in a row. No trouble there for Fogarty. Ricky a little bit more comfortable now. So they've been great here. They've been clinical inside the 20. Bostock a chance now. Runs towards Fogarty. About reaching out to plant it down, decided not to. From the corner, comes back to Nicarima. Then Gilbert, the back of Katoa, takes it inside the 10. Pretty much 3 from 3 scoring tries at this end inside the red zone. Chance on the right-hand side. Goes to Tabuai Fido. Avarillo puts a kick in, and then Isako coming through, won the race to the ball, and scores again for the Dolphins.
Oh, that's a perfectly weighted kick. On the other side of the field this time, Isako. What about him taking off there? What's the speed on the outside here? Goes straight to the line, little grubber kick in and behind. Bang, look at the speed. Beautiful bounce. The Dolphins are in again. Been a great first half from them. A man down early. And they scored those 3 tries. And there's another one. Straight away here. Isako, great speed, perfectly weighted kick. Avarillo, great skills, gets to the ball first.
What a reaction it was from Jermaine Isako to not only get there as quickly as he did, but then secure it and plant it down well inside the dead ball line. High scoring opening half. He tries to 2 now as Isako. He nails this right between the uprights. Second half especially against the Melbourne Storm, they were going hammer and tong with high balls in that game.
It was nice timing that time, Bostock. Kick cross field, just timed his run perfectly to take the ball. What I would like to see when they get in that attacking zone, Strange has been a real handful. needs to run that football a little bit more. He's had a couple of opportunities where he's made some good inroads. You see him run the ball.
Josh Kerr again. Tom Starling on the ground there. He might be a bit dusty. The Canberra hooker. Isako puts a kick in. Plenty of chasers, including Nicarima. Puts it on the toe again. Katoa is there, but so is Avarillo. What a try by the Dolphins.
Oh, you won't see anything better than that. That is a great try. Straight away up that right-hand side again. The kick in field. He's there to turn around and chase here. They're 40 metres out. They decide to run the ball down that short side. Look at the kick back in field. Nicarima on side too. He checked himself. Then the grubber kick. What a try. You won't see anything better than that.
Like it was a set move. Isako was going to put a kick in there for Nicarima. And then Avarillo, their put-downs on kicks in this corner of the field. I mean, something to behold. Look at the reaction of Jake Avarillo. He can't believe they scored in that fashion. Perfect put down as well to control the ball to the ground. But the number of Dolphins there pushing up through the middle of the field, and from that point on pretty much it's been all the Dolphins. Isako again, this one swings across the face of the uprights. It stays at the break here in Canberra on the Sunday ticket. It's 28 points to 10.
But Katoa straightens up the attack for such a young player. Doesn't mind dancing in the valley of death. Loves going in there. Those two players have been instrumental in the first half here for the Dolphins. It's going to be hard for the Raiders to turn it right round.
Here are the Raiders turning it around immediately as Weeks went through the front line on the kickoff. He runs to Tabuai Fido. He threatened to go the entire way. Mr. Weeks keep it going. Timid ball there, met by Farnworth in particular. Couldn't stop the ball though. And from Weeks back to Nicholson. And then Stone was beaten point blank. Kenny Bromwich is out there now also coming off the bench. He makes the tackle. 3 plays gone in front of the uprights. Back to Fogarty, who takes them on himself. He had support in Hosking. He'd overrun it. Fogarty did well not to pass it. Here is Hosking now. He gets there. A second effort. He crashes through. Canberra do score first in their second half.
Well, he wouldn't be underrated by his teammates, Hosking. I've seen him score many a try that close to the line. But he hits the front man. Have a look at all the eyes straight up at Papali'i. They overread it, got one-on-one.
An extra 2 points from right in front from Jamal Fogarty.
Hudson Young really trying to get his side back into the game, running wise when they've got the ball. And there's another error.
Can you believe this? After how good they were in the first half. You can tap it quickly as long as you run it back yourself and tap it. But they chose to go with a long pass, and that was the reason why there was a delay in Canberra getting back underway at their own 20. Good run. Horsburgh. Step through the tackle there of Gilbert. They've certainly got momentum. They're in the ascendancy, but not on the scoreboard. Here's Tamale emphasising that fact. Nicholson takes it down to the 10. Looking for a quick one. Tamale comes across here to Tarpany. He runs towards the uprights. Stands, delivers. Strange is in. And here comes the green machine.
Yeah, you can put it down to a couple of big runs through the middle of the park. All started there by Horsburgh. Tarpany sums it up quickly. Straightens up the attack here. Plays unders. And that's good support play there by Strange. Just the errors of the Dolphins are killing them at the moment.
Now again from close range, Fogarty adds 2 more points. 62.5 gone in Canberra. It's 28-22, Matty Russell. Strange comes back to Weeks. We've got a barnstorming final 15 minutes coming up. Savage. All the outside backs helping out as the forwards get themselves back behind the ball here. And Paddy there from dummy half. Horsburgh across his left-hand side to Young. Working his way through the traffic there. Almost back at the halfway line. Comes to Tarpany now. Tips it on to Fogarty. Look at the rhythm they've got suddenly. Timacor straightens. He's away. He's got Nicholson there with him. Nicholson will run away. Canberra 3 tries in a row, and Ricky is dancing here in the nation's capital.
Getting themselves right back into the game. Watch this run from Timoko. Just the way that he bursts straight through. What power running, just skips out of a couple of tackles. We see Nicholson back on the inside, and the Raiders on their home ground with momentum. Be hard to pull up now.
What a stunning mood swing in this game. Timoko off that right foot, able to beat both Farnworth and also Nikorima. Picked the gap beautifully between them, and then Nicholson was always there in support. It was a draw and pass for Matt Timoko, and Nicholson runs away for his 5th try in the NRL in this just his 7th game. Who knew the Englishman, the edge forward, was going to be a try-scoring machine?
Well, they know how to find him, don't they? Ricky Stewart.
You go back to that week's run, to put them on the attack right from the get-go. The very first play of this second half, it has swung things around here. They're inside the 10, looking for a 4th straight try to take back the lead. Paddy from dummy half. Smithies keeps it going. Fogarty looks for Tarpany. Grabbed there by Lemu Elu. They know how easily he can get the ball away. Gilbert desperate to lock up the Steeden. Now Paddy out of dummy half. Last play. Got the pass away in time. Fogarty, grubbers. Chris was blocked. Forced there by Esako coming in to force the ball in the end goal. An important call here. The referee, though, says try for the moment.
Yeah, it's a big call here. Looked like the ball just bounced away from him. Esako. This will tell us the story here. This is a miracle ball here out the back. Fogarty just sums it up pretty quickly. The kick. You could see Chris pointing. No, I think he's
short.
I think he's gone over the top of that.
It was short of the line when his body came down on top of the ball. Right there, his legs are in the in goal, but the ball was still in the field of play, and Chris pounces, and Canberra have the lead.
And what a tough pickup that was for Esako. Look at Ricky. What a comeback here from the Raiders. Sako trying to attack the ball, the bounces over the top of him. And Chris there right on the spot, scoops it up. The Raiders are in again.
Well, can you believe these scenes? Smithies back through the middle, they bypass him. Fogarty shows it, Fogarty! He scores the winner! What a comeback by the Raiders!
Can you believe this comeback? They haven't scored in the second half, the Dolphins. 28 points in the first half.
Fogarty will add 2 more here. An incredible second half in Canberra. But the Raiders, 6 wins, 2 losses, heading into Magic Round for what will be a blockbuster in the final game of Magic Round next week, Sunday night, here on Fox League. Exclusive to Fox League. The kick coming back. What a second half for the Green Machine. They are all smiles. They've taken down the Dolphins at full time, 40 points to 28.